Master Welch here, showing a pickup I just opened. I've had it for probably about a month. Been waiting, I wanted to do a video on it. This is Ernest Evans, and if you know the series, it's Ernest Evans, Annet Returns, also known as Annet Futabi originally, and El Viento, which is on the Genesis. This game itself in the US was released on the Genesis. Annet Futabi was released on the Mega CD in Japan only. Ernest Evans also got a CD release in Japan. So what's unique about this set to me is the fact that it comes translated, has all the cutscenes in it, so you'll be able to keep up with the storyline. This is a nice piece here. I didn't even want to open it honestly, but I just carefully cut the cellophane off these edges so I can access the games here. I do want to play them. They're meant to be played, but this is almost a collector's piece, but I haven't heard of these translations being released. Edia, these guys have been releasing some pretty cool products lately around the retro game scene. And what's cool about this is, you know, this is playable in Sega CD. So I would definitely recommend, if you can find a copy of this, or if you ever go to a convention and you see it, I'd pick it up just for the fact of, you know, knowing that this is a translated game. At one time, you know, it was only accessible through Japanese language only. So this will be pretty cool to play through again. I have beat this. These are not individually wrapped, which I figured they would do that, but has a real nice embossing, nice foil work into this. I like this touch to action. They totally took a step off of the old Working Designs stuff, but what doesn't make a ton of sense with it is these were released by Wolfteam. So as far as I know, Wolfteam was never a part of Working Designs. But we'll go ahead and open it up. Looks like this shifted in shipping. Nice looking print on the disc. I think the actual Mega CD one, it's more of just a plain silver looking disc with minimal graphics on it, if I remember correctly. Let's see if I can get it out of here. Man, that's the thing about some of these. They're just in here so darn wedged. Okay, got it. Let's see what this says. Edia Co. Ltd. Annet Returns, created by Wolfteam, 1991 to 2025. So it's pretty cool. It does have a nice press stamp. Man, this is nice. I mean, I gotta say, you know, this is a nice release here, and I was excited for it as soon as they announced it. They kind of made the release a little crazy because they released Ernest Evans in like 3 different options. Like, you could get Ernest Evans as a cartridge, you could get Ernest Evans as a cartridge in a collector's edition, which included some extra stuff, and then you could get, and I think the collector's edition included both the CD and cartridge versions in one bundle. But for some reason, I did not think to grab those. I thought about it, but I have Ernest Evans on cartridge already, so I didn't feel like I'd be missing out on much. But man, I wish I would have grabbed the whole shebang. Annet Returns was released as a standalone CD as well, in which I kind of wish I would have done that just for the fact of not having to open this, but I don't know. This is a nice manual too. It looks pretty legit. Shows all her moves in English, because the Mega CD one does not really, unless you're using a translator, doesn't really help you out too much. Not being a speaker of Japanese, even though there is translation apps. But yeah, that's nice. Nice, thick, heavy paper. I'm just trying to be careful with this, but you know, I'm going to play this ultimately. I may try to track down the others, but you know darn well that any copy that was purchased and resale is probably going to be double what it was at. Huh, it does not want to close very well. Well, I'll get that figured out. Let me set this over to the side here. I don't want to take a risk of dropping it. And then we got the edia extras, which I wonder why they got those in there. Maybe stuff was supposed to be. There we are. Net returns, Earnest Evans. That's pretty. That is nice. Let me see if I can get this open here. Okay. Without scuffing it. Alright. Net returns, Earnest Evans, 2-disc soundtrack. I know with Earnest Evans you could get the soundtrack with the cartridge. I'm surprised that with the standalone Annet returns they did not offer the soundtrack CD with it. I thought that was weird. But yeah, they made this release really a little overkill and a little confusing. Okay, so that makes sense why that was there. So we got the Annet returns commemorative coin, Earnest Evans. That's really cool. That's hefty. And that's it in there. The coin and the soundtrack, in which I'm really surprised if that coin was bouncing around, it did not damage the CD. So that's why these slots are in here, I think. Probably to hold the coin in place, in which it was already bounced out of these little holders. If I can get it to get into this thing. Sorry. Okay, I just want to try to put it in the way it was supposed to be put in there. I'll probably just rip this to my Polymega as well. It'll just be an easy rip. Rip it to the library as it'll go into the homebrew section, but or the unregistered. But yeah, that's nice. So yeah, that's why that was like that. So that had bumped out in shipping. But very nice. I'll put that off to the side. And then we got Earnest Evans. 1 to 4 players. I did not know that. Man, that is nice. That foil really sets it through the roof. Okay. For some reason these foam pads decided they wanted to slip around. Oh, this was bounced out too. No scratches. It's got the print on it. Man, that's a nice looking disc. And I feel like this is a strange release in terms of the series not including El Viento, which is the game that started the whole thing. So, at least on the Genesis. So I don't understand why they did not include El Viento in the series. They probably had to get special permissions and all that. I really wish I would have grabbed a cartridge, though. Really wish I would have grabbed a cartridge just for the sake of having the set. The re-release by Edia, I should say. But it'll pop up. I mean, maybe there'll even be a used one that will pop up that's in really good shape. It's not like it's a smash hit game. I'm sure that, you know, I don't know if they included that patch, or I heard this game actually received a patch to improve its gameplay. I don't know if that ever materialized or not, but there's the inside of it. So I just kept the plastic on the outside. I did cut away the edge so I could access the materials within, but anyways, so yeah, if you ever get a chance to find this game, pick it up. I feel like this is kind of a nice collector's piece, even sealed, I suppose, you know, if you just want it sitting on the shelf. But it'll be interesting. I'm going to do a playthrough on this and check out what the translations do for the storyline. You can really take it in more with the cool animation cutscenes. But anyways, this is Master Welch signing off, and I'll catch you in the next video. Have a good evening.